Work that ass, work that ass, work that ass, back, 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 work that. Unless I could. I'm live on the phone. First time. I didn't know even YouTube could go live on the phone, but this changes everything a little bit too. So, and I can't see what y'all saying. So if y'all saying something I can't see. I think I have moderators. I hope y'all still moderators. I don't know. But we'll figure this out as we move along. We'll work the kinks out. Just like we did on Instagram Live. We started with some shit. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing. And we figured it the fuck out. So, it's story time. Somebody asked me on Instagram. They was like, I love your stories. People think I drag too long in the stories. I apologize. Oh, never mind. I can see the fucking comments. Hey, how you doing, Keisha? So, people think I drag too long in the stories to concentrate. Hey, everybody. Concentrate on what the story is I'm telling when I'm doing story time. So, this is the story about how I got caught. And I'm gonna just dive right into it. So listen, I would appreciate if y'all do this. Hey, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe. But don't, what's going on, Washington, D.C.? But don't get me off a subject. So thankfully I'm driving, so I can't really get off a subject. Okay? No, we just started. So I'm going to try to remain on subject. It's an hour drive to where I'm going to the country, and so it should be about the same time. I probably should try to do like 30 minutes or so. All right. So getting caught. So I was that thing, but hey everybody, how y'all doing? So yesterday I told y'all a story about how I got a black card that time and what came about from that. So what I'm finna tell y'all about is how I actually got caught and what it was about. All right. So fraud for me became literally my main source of income. It's how I supported myself, how I supported my family, how I supported. And I was always doing this. I was always moving around. So, bitch, I would go to Atlanta, I would go to Detroit, I would go to New York, I would go to different places to see what the girls there was on. Because usually the punks and stuff that was doing fraud down here was always a day late in a dollar shop. It seems that when they was on checks, the girls everywhere else was on credit cards. When they was on credit cards, the other girls was on identity theft. When they was on identity theft, and it became a vicious circle. So I always stayed a step above what was going on down here to do fraud up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'll do fraud based on what the girls from out of town was doing, not what the girls in New Orleans was on. I always would do that. I would always want to be a step ahead of what they was doing. And so I stayed a step ahead by always doing what the girl was doing somewhere else and bringing it down here. And so with this, I kind of stayed a step ahead and I kind of was able to stay afloat. Now, I did have a few run-ins here and there. Like my first conviction, I was put on parole for. My second probation. My second conviction, I was put on probation. And so my first conviction, I was working at Hibernia before it was Capital One. And basically, I was a supervisor there, and I actually gave girls account numbers, and it eventually circled back to me. That was my first conviction. My second conviction was some fucked up flunk ass shit that I regret doing that didn't even make no sense. It was so fucking dumb, but I got a conviction for it. So this is why but I never was punished. I never did no extensive long time in jail. I might have do a day or two here, bond out. 3-4 days here, bond out. Go to court, get probation. So in my mind, I was invincible. In my mind, I was thinking like, this is what I could do. They'll never catch me. I'm smarter than them. This, that, and the other. Every time I got caught, it was some fluke shit that I knew better. And so now that I do know better, y'all ain't gonna catch me. It's like, ha, 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 catch me if you can. So that's what my mindset was when this came about. I used to go other places, get fraud, and bring it back here. So I was a step ahead of what was going on. I never was hot until this actually happened. So I was living on Elm Street. I had an apartment on Elm Street. I actually had 2 apartments on Elm Street. I had an apartment on Elm Street in Kendall. And so this is where I had 2. One where I laid my head and one where I did my dirt. Boom. I used to rent a lot of apartments because they made me money. I would get stuff, packages and stuff sent. This is what I would do. So, by me having an apartment on Elm Street, I knew all the hoes on Elm Street. I'm going to change some names to protect the innocent and the guilty. So this is what happened. Had refund checks. Refund check. This is before the days of putting them on your cards now. You used to get the checks. And you used to be able to print your checks right then and there, your refund loan checks. And so they used to come in reams. A ream is 500. So some type of way, a girl off of Elm Street, who remained nameless, went in a fast text and walked out with a ream of their blank check paper. That's check paper with nothing on it but the account number. Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, Luna? With the account number and basically the information on it. The only thing that needs to be printed on the check was the amount and the that's it, the amount and the name and stuff. So what I did, so the girl came to me and was like, Shakie, what I do with this? I'm like, I don't know. Like, you could work it, you try to work it. She said, no, I'm just trying to sell it. And so I was like, well, I tell you what, it's a ream, which is 500 checks. I said, I'll give you $1 a check. She was like, all right, cool. So I gave her $500 and I took the ream of check paper. So I got the ream of checks from her. All right, so your refund anticipation loan is backed by the government, blah, 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 and this other stuff like that. So it's your tax, income tax. So y'all can hear me and see me and everything okay? I don't know if y'all could. Like, it's going, to me, it looks like weird. So the fast tax, so I had a ream of fast tax checks. What's going on, Brandy? All right, thank you. So I got a ream of fast tax checks. And so by me having this ream of checks and I have a check printer, I was able to print out fast tax checks. I was able to print out the checks itself. I was able to print out authentic fast tax checks. All right. So I don't have hoes that could cash it. So this is what we did. I contacted a hoe. Let's just call her Lucky. I don't know. So Lucky is a girl that I trust enough. She like my ace boom cool. In fact, she had cash checks before me before. She had done some fraud with me before. She never told. She always come with my money right. No problem. Me and her good. So Lucky, I called her. I was like, you got some hoes that want cash some checks? She was like, yeah, I got some hoes. I was like, well, come pick them up. When she got the checks, she was like, oh, bitch. I had made them at that time, the first few batch, probably like $1,000 or $2,000. But I give it to the hoes, they went, cash them within an hour, come back and brought me my money. This the rule. I print and give you all the stuff, you get half, I get half. That's the rule. They come brought me my money. She was like, bitch, you can make up for anything. They that good. Of course, they'll go through the machine. They'll beat the machine. They'll beat anything that they put them through. You can cash them. So, the first two were about $4,000, $5,000 a piece. It was Lucky and 3 hoes from off of Aaron. Lucky really wasn't cashing them much, but the 3 hoes was really doing the cashing. They'll go, make me my money. So this is me making about $6,000 a day because I'm getting half back with their cash. We did that for about a week. I was telling them go to the bank that was drawn on a check. Of course, eventually they caught on and that account was closed. So I had another bright idea though. I was like, you know what? They got corner stores, convenience stores, whatever. It could beat the machine because it's a check. They don't know if the account closed yet. If they just closed the account Monday, that means this bitch is good. It's not. It ain't ever hit the system like that. This is 2008, so it definitely didn't work as fast. So the hoes started cashing. I've made them all faces, which is what we call at the time fake IDs, which is IDs with their faces but different information on them. And I gave them checks, $4,000-$5,000. They bring me back half. So this is how we did it. Lucky was in charge of the hoes. I got them a van. They had some kids with them, like some little children, 3-4 little children, that just was paid candy to go in the store with them, the check cashier stores and stuff like that. So it looks as if a woman coming in to cash her income tax check. Of course, she getting $4,000-$5,000 back. She got 4 children with her. You know what I'm saying? So it felt right. Fraud is a lot about perception. If it feels right to the person, to your mark, you could get it done. And so this is what the key factor wasn't, that the check looked good, wasn't that it beat the machine, wasn't that it was whatever. It could have been for $1 million. It felt right. And so that's why the hoes was able to do it so easily, quickly, and successfully. This is what I do. I give them checks that morning. The quickest they bring them back, the quicker they get another one. Bring me back my money, you get another one. I didn't too much want to be seen by the hoes, but they'll see me in passing. The only person I wanted to deal with was Lucky. So, okay, boom. Telecommunication services now. So the hoes eventually recruited, it got from the initial 3 to 7, and to the 7 got to 11. So I have 11 hoes running around cashing checks all throughout New Orleans, La Place, Baton Rouge, all these places like that, everywhere in between. They're cashing checks. It feel right. We had went through 100 checks, averaging, sometimes folks just average. So 100 checks over a period of about 2 to 3 weeks. Just do to 4,000 at 3 to 4,000. It's 400. Let's just say 3. It's $300,000, of which half was mine. So in a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, I made $150,000 in cash. So I had never seen, and have not seen since, that much cash money in one possession at one time in person. I had got a hotel room, and I literally had a case full of cash. And I was like, oh my fucking God. This has got to be crazy. It was literally like taking candy from a baby. So the report y'all seen, just 90,000 in Kenner, it was about 70,000 here, 90,000. It adds up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not lying. The reports, there's actual news reports of this. I was actually, so let me get to that in a second. So bitch, I had all this money in cash, and I didn't know what to do with myself. But this is what I had that was more important than the money in cash. Bitch, I had 400 more checks. I had 400 more checks. So listen, I'm doing the math in my head. So I'm like, damn, I have very close to 200 racks. If 400 checks, if I make all the checks for $5,000, that means I'm getting $2,500 a check, and I got 400. That means y'all gonna see where the checks come from in a minute, which y'all gonna see. So no, the checks came from Fast Tax. I'm gonna save the story so y'all can see the beginning if y'all need to see it. So bitch, I'm doing the math in my head. I can make $1 million. This is how I'm gonna make $1 million. Because I could make 200, I could make, for every 100 checks at $5,000 check, that's $500,000. So if I cash the rest of these 400 checks, that means it's gonna be clearing 200, that's gonna clear $2 million, and I'm gonna have $1 million in cash by number. Now, of course, I cannot do this in New Orleans. And of course, if it took me 3 weeks to make $250,000, then it should take me about 3 months. No. If it took 3 weeks to make $250,000 times 4, yeah, it should take 3 times 4, 12 weeks. It should take about 3 weeks to make $1 million. Seeing in my hand that this shit really works, that it's easy, that it's simple, that it's like taking candy from a baby, I would have been like, oh, I was thinking to myself, oh my fucking God, I want that meal ticket. The hoes do fraud, but they don't do fraud like this. I went go buy me a BMW cash. I was running there stunting. I was having buck naked parties, and I was still being MC Shakie, bitch. DJs, back at L Block, big old DJs. I'm paying Lil Man $1,000 to DJ for an hour. That's why you fuck with me today. I'm paying everybody coming out there, bitch, getting paid. Freddie, Katie, Nobi, everybody was on this. Guided Boy Chris, everybody. So, okay. This is what happened. I can't do this in New Orleans. No way possible. New Orleans too small, and I have worn it thin already. I'm sitting on basically $250,000 in cash. You hear me? Splurging a little bit, but I'm like, I'm smart because I put some, I ain't gonna lie, I paid off my mama's house. I did some washing of it in a way, invested in the business, made an LLC, this, that, and the other, all this shit like that. So I paid off my mama's house. Setting my kids kind of straight. And that's what I did. But this is what I also did. I was greedy too. I splurged on myself. But this is what I did. I looked at a map of America, and I saw that the metro area of New Orleans had about 1 million people in it. So if I made 200 racks, I needed to find a city that had 4 times as many people as New Orleans. Houston had 4 times as many people as New Orleans. So bitch, to Houston I go. Before I get there, I had to connect there. Let's just call him TJ. So I told TJ, listen, I'm coming to Houston. I'm about to tear that bitch up. Go and rent me an apartment because I'm gonna need it for a few months. TJ's in the same business that I'm in. So when I tell him do this, I say, bitch, I'm about to just Western Union some money, whatever. So I Western Union him over the course of a couple of days about $10,000 because this is the stuff I needed done. I needed an apartment of me. Good night, Frederica. I need an apartment for me, and I need an apartment for the hoes. Because what I'm doing is I'm taking the same hoes. I'm not going to Houston and find hoes. I don't know them. These Elm hoes, I know them. I could trust them. I feel like I could trust them. I know them. So what I did was I sent money out there. So they got an apartment for me, an apartment for the hoes, under some fake names and stuff like that. You heard me? Put some furniture in it, this, that, some basic shit. I actually end up getting a rental van because I was gonna rent a van for them. And I'm getting prepared to go out there because I'm about to tear the ass another asshole. Houston, here I come because, bitch, I'm going to touch $1 million. That's my mindset. I feel invincible. I feel like I can't be touched. I can't be fucked with. Bitch, I want this $1 million. I'm going to get this $1 million. Ain't nothing y'all can tell me, bitch. I'm going to get that fucking $1 million. So, bitch, this is what I do. There was some hoes, 4 of them, that couldn't come. Whatever the reason why, this, that, and the other. But productive. If you lollygagging on one check, they had some hoes that was going to get it on their own, coming back, cashing 3-4 checks a day. And they have some hoes lollygagging, sitting on a check for 4-5 days. They scared, this, that, and the other, all this other stuff like that. So there was 4 hoes I was leaving behind of the 11. I was taking 7, lucky, and 6 more, and 4 wasn't coming. The 4 that wasn't coming, I gave them each a check and said, do what you want. That's yours. Merry Christmas. Thank you for coming. That's your parting gift. Here you go. That's you. Do whichever you want to do with it. That's your 4. I gave them their check and told them do whatever they want with it. I don't care. That's on you. So Mardi Gras season was February. Mardi Gras season was upon us. I had some gigs and parties for Mardi Gras. But right after Mardi Gras, I was going, Houston, I'm coming. So we set up to come for early March. So it was good. Remember, it's tax time now. So Mardi Gras, tax time, all this time. So March, April-ish, I'm going to be in Houston. I done put on my MySpace page on going on vacation, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't accepting no shows for March or April and all that. Motherfucking, but I had to get all my shows obligations done for February. We setting this up for March, getting it all ready. March is game time. $1 million, here I come. I end up sending a lot of stuff to Houston, a lot of shit to Houston, getting that shit stuff. Got my connect on the ground working for me. I got money to play with. So it's like I'm doing this. I got the money to play with. I got the funds to fuck around with. I'm sitting on $250,000 and I ain't really spend that much. I'm sitting on thousands, racks on racks on racks. So boom. This is what I do. Real talk. I do y'all. Mardi Gras, my brother came down from Plano, Texas. So I was in the country by my mama watching my nieces and nephews. And I get a call from Lucky. And Lucky tell me, let's just call her Whitney. Lucky called me and tell me, bitch, Whitney in jail. Whitney is one of the girls that cashed checks for us. That was for Whitney is one of the girls that cashed check for us that I gave the last check to. I said, for what, bitch? And she said, you know why? I said, don't trip, I'm coming buying her out. Because this is what my rule was. If you work for me and you go to jail, I'm coming buying you out. At the time, my sister was working for an attorney. And so the attorney is one that I could call for certain things. And so if that was the case and I needed to, I would get you an attorney as well. But at the time, so that's the rule. Don't trip, I'm gonna buy you out. Don't say you gonna get out. Don't do all that, I'm coming to get you and we'll work on whatever needs to be worked on. It's fraud, so the worst case scenario you're gonna get is probation. It's fraud. Nobody, what the fuck, nobody gives a fuck. So, I was in the country watching my nieces and nephews. At the time, my son was a newborn, so my daughter was probably about 9 years with her cousins. I'm the only one, because the Mardi Gras parade and stuff like that, it was just all, I was burnt out on it. So I let my brothers and them go to the city and have their fun. I'm gonna watch the children. It's my time to spend time with the children. You know, they like me. I'm the uncle that let them get away with whatever. Bitch, they're not my kids. They could get away with murder. I let them stay up late. I let them eat what the hell they want. We eat nothing but junk food. You know what I'm saying? That's the uncle I am. I'm the uncle that just like, child, whatever. So this is my time with them. And so I could not go when I first got the call. Apparently, the girl attempted to cash the check that afternoon, maybe around 2 or 3. And so it was maybe about 5 in the morning when they finally came home. And so I left, which would have been the next, kind of like the next day that I went. So I goes to Blair Bell's Bosman, me and Lucky, early that morning. Blair, tell us, okay, this was she in there jail for her buying 10,000. The lady at Blair, her buying 10,000, so we had to end up paying like a rank and some fees and some shit like that. So it might have been like $1,200, I think, if I'm not mistaken, all together, which is nothing. I'm sitting on Rex. So bitch, we paid the money. I didn't sign for it, but Lucky did, and another girl that was with us. As I'm riding up Tulane, the woman called me and was like, baby, come back and get your money because Whitney has already been released. And so I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. So I turn around and I go back and she give me all my money back except for like the $30 processing fee or whatever the fuck it was, I don't know. And I was cool with that. I ain't give a fuck. So the whole day we up early in the morning, we looking for Whitney because I want to talk to her to see what the fuck happened. Can't find Whitney. The next day, Lucky say, oh, I see that hoe. Let's go by a house. I was like, all right, cool. She buy him. So I went by a house. Me and Lucky go by a house. And I'm like, what happened? She was like, oh, they just OR'd me. I'm like, okay. All right. They OR'd you. I was like, did they ask you nothing? She's like, no, they ain't asked me nothing. I said, what happened? She said she went into the same store that she cashed her first check. The first check she cashed, she went back to the same store. I'm like, Whitney, girl, lightning don't strike twice in the same spot. Neither should you. This is fraud. This is lightning. This is fraud. This is what this is. This is lightning. This is what the fuck it is. You don't do the same thing twice. You tripping. You really fucking tripping. And she was like, I know I'm tripping. I was like, so did they ask you something? She was like, no, they didn't ask me that. I was like, all right. Well, listen, when I come back from Houston, of course there was some like 3 months away or something, she said. I was like, well, good. When I come back from Houston, we'll get you a lawyer. I'm like, Whitney, the worst case scenario, you're going to get probation, baby. That's the worst case scenario. I got you. And she was like, all right, cool. I was like, you ain't tell them nothing? She said, no, Shake, I would never do that to you. I never tell them nothing. I was like, all right, cool. So me and Lucky left. That hoe Lucky told me, he was like, I don't trust that hoe. I do not trust that hoe at all. I'm like, well, girl, you know, she don't stay in why would she lie? It made sense to me, though. Jefferson Parish, fraud, non-regulated. She a woman, they'll OR her. They'll OR her. You know what I'm saying? They'll own recognizance of sign out by it. It ain't nothing, you know, it ain't nothing. It made sense to me. It made fucking sense. So I'm gearing up from Houston and I'm doing my gigs. The weekend had come. So this what happened. A daiquiri shop in Kenner, right off the interstate. My dancers at the time was the Double Time Girls. The Double Time Girls, a lot of them stayed in LaPlace and Kenner, and stuff like that. So I'm coming from the country. I pick up my Double Time Girl dancers, the Double Time Girl dancers, and we passed it, and they said, "Oh, stop at the daiquiri shop. It look lit." Now it do look lit, and plus I had a show there, like the next couple of days or something. So of course I'll go there and hype up the mic to let them know my show was there. So I stopped at the daiquiri shop in Houston, not the one where Kenner, but the motherfucking one, the one in not the one in Canada where Levels is now, but the other one. So stop at the daiquiri shop. The DJ that night was DJ Randy the Kid, and he was actually the DJ at the chat room, which was one of my first DJs. The chat room was really my first paid MC gig like that. And so he was the DJ at the chat room, but I got him fired for playing a Novi song. Bitch, you don't play no Novi songs when I'm out watch. Bitch, you got me fucked up. Me and Novi was beefing, so I got him fired for playing a Novi song. So he was DJing there that night. And so he wanted to remind me of how much he missed me, how much I miss him as a DJ, and he missed me as an MC. So he started running all our old hits that we had made in the chat room. The chat room, I don't know if y'all remember this mix. You've been cheating and telling me lies. That's a mix that I really made famous. And so a lot of stuff like that is my mixes that I like to MC over. As far as whatever. So he started running them bitches, which then get me on the mic. Which then my daughter's telling me, come on, Shakie, we gotta go. And so I'm like, well, listen, I'm feeling it. I'm hyping it up. Y'all go. We was in 2 cars. I said, y'all go to I had a show at the Airline Skate Center. I said, y'all go to the skate center and just get it, started. Go, shake around, dance around and stuff, and just get it started until I come. I have a daughter that was a rapper at the time named Zone Girl Didi. We call her, she was Didi, Zone Girl Double Time Didi. And so she rapped too at the time, and she had a little song, mix it, make a little, drop it, give me more. So she knew how to be on the mic. So I was like, y'all go, let Didi get on the mic until I get there. And so, bitch, I stayed there at the dagger shop in Kenner, fucking with Randy the Kid while they went there. While my phone is blowing the fuck up. I'm constantly like, man, I'm rapping. Don't do it. Randy the Kid played that woman with the beat. I'm your woman. Your woman. I'm like, all right, Randy the Kid, come on, I gotta go. Don't forget to come holler at me next whenever my gig is, blah, blah, blah. And I walked out. I got 150 calls, it seemed like, from all kind of different people. But one person in particular over and over again, my daughter Kim. So, I called her back. I'm like, Kim, what the fuck is wrong? I'm on my way. She was like, bitch, don't come out here. I'm like, why, girl? She was like, bitch, they got more alphabet, bitch, than alphabet soup, bitch. They got the FBI, the CIA, MIA, LNMOP, bitch. They got the DEA, Kinder Police, NOPD, KPD, every police department. Everything is out here. And bitch, they're looking for you. They stopping cars as they come up in here with a picture of you. I'm like, I know you fucking lying to me. She was like, bitch, they looking for you, bitch. They looking, they got a picture of you. They looking for you. Don't come here. Come over here and see if you like that toughie. And so I was like, no, bitch, I ain't coming. So, bitch, I'm nervous now. I'm real nervous. So I go into, what they call a mode, like, bitch, panic mode, bitch. So, bitch, I call a few people that I consider brothers at the time. Pikachu, Blazer, and Hot Boy Johnny. I call him. We call him. Boom. They come. The person who had gave the show, they had booked me for the show at the Airline Skate Center was Big Chew. So Blaze on the phone, Big Chew. He was like, yeah, man, they looking for Shakie. I don't know what happened, blah, 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 etc., etc. I don't know what they're looking for him, but don't, to tell him, no, hide out, they look. And so, bitch, I passed in front of that. Sure as shit think they had a lot of police out there, and it was stopping every car that came in and looking in that bitch. And so, bitch, I didn't go. So, Blazer is like a brother to me. And so that day, he, Blazer, I went to my Blazer's house. And so, we all went by Blazer's house. And we was trying to figure out what was going on. And we didn't know what was going on. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck do they want me? I'm trying to figure out the warrant for my arrest. I'm trying to figure out what they was looking for. Is it questioning? Is it warrant? Is it where they stem from? We trying to figure out. There was so many unanswered questions. We didn't know what was going on. But I was laying low. I wasn't driving. Whatever. So the next day, what did I do the next day? Okay, so the next day, so nothing happened that night. I didn't get arrested. Of course, because I was laying low. The next day, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? And so about lunchtime, my mama called me and was like, what do you mean, mama? What the fuck? What do you mean? She was like, what the fuck you done done? She was like, all your aunties and everybody calling me. You was on the news. I'm like, I know you lying. She was like, yeah, you on the news. They want it. They want you. They looking for you. Sure as shit thing, bitch. You know how they do the recap of the news? Like the replay, bitch? So I'm on the fucking replay. I'm on the fucking replay. Hold on. Look like police now. I'm on the replay. You heard me? No, that's just a big truck, bitch. Talk about police getting scared of the police. It's just a big truck. So, bitch, I'm on the replay news. And sure as shit thing, bitch. There go my picture. Want it. Bounce all this, bounces checks. Bitch, want it. Want it. You hear me? Bitch, I'm like, oh, bitch. It's over. So the people with me like, oh my fucking God. And I should have known Pikachu was a faggot bitch then. Because the bitch left. The bitch was like, oh no, I don't want to be part of this. But Johnny and Blazer stayed with me. As I'm trying to figure out what to do. So, so he came and I didn't want to drive none of my cars or nothing like that. So, but I had bought him a car. So he had his own car. Let me get in this line. I'm tripping. So he had come get, I had a Charger and a 300. He had the Charger. I had a 300. But he used to drive my 300 because he put rims on my shit. I don't like rims. That shit ugly. And so I was really driving his Charger, but he came and got me my 300. Long story short. So he was in Baton Rouge at the time. And so he came, got me from where Blazer was staying in the 17th and brought me to Baton Rouge until we could figure out what to do and brought me to one of the burn houses. The burn houses, of course, don't have no name in it, but they're not really safe either. So he brought me to one of the burn houses in Baton Rouge. And so this what happened. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what to do. I'm lost. So I'm counting the money, putting money up, trying to send money here, send money there, burying money, giving money to my sister. Like, I'm trying to put money all kind of different places because I know, like, bitch, they talk about the feds after me, the Secret Service, all this shit like that, and whatever. Every single channel in New Orleans, every fucking channel had me. I don't remember if y'all know what the Wheel of Justice was, but that's when they used to spin the wheel, bitch. Bitch, I was on every channel in New Orleans, and they spent the wheel, and I landed on my black ass, bitch. I was up there with fucking rapists and child molesters and killers, bitch. And it's like, this can't be this serious. Bitch, yes, I was. I was on the Wheel of Justice, bitch. I was like, this can't be this fucking serious, bitch. How the fuck? Like, y'all act like I killed somebody. And then it was like, okay, don't confront him because he could be on the dangerous. I'm like, I never had a violent charge in my life. What the fuck? I'm going to check him to fucking death? Bitch, and I'm like, it's really fucking happening. I'm literally sitting down. What? For criminal madness, they wanted me. So I'm like, oh my fucking God. But I'm like, so my boyfriend was like, babe, calm down. You know, like you always, you know, if something like this happened, you always, and which is kind of sort of true. He was like, you always knew that your life, you could always be in some trouble. I was like, but I didn't know about this much trouble. The feds is that bitch. I'm not gonna fuck with them like that. And so I was about to turn myself in. I really was. I'm like, I can't fuck with them. I gotta just turn my, it's the feds. The feds are after me. It's not like, bitch, if it was just a state, bitch. It did make the paper, the Wheel of Justice, every channel. Channels on the Baton Rouge, all the way across the South. Bounce all this bounces checks. I remember the fucking headline. So, bitch, my boyfriend was like, don't, it was like, let them catch you. Just be prepared for when they catch you. It was like, I know you could do this. All right. So, I'm going to skip some of the stuff that's not really pertinent. So of course I got money, I got checked, and I got my name. I disconnected. On my MySpace page I put blah blah blah. I'm no longer MC Shakie, blah blah blah. You know, whatever they accused me of is not true, which was true. But I was like, they accused me of this and that, and it's not true. Them boys is hot right there. That was just walking. And I was like, oh my fucking God, that boy is so fine. Bitch, I lost train of. That's what made me lose train of thought. But bitch, I'm like, whatever they accuse me of, I'm innocent. Like, you know what I'm saying? I put that on my MySpace page and I disconnected from it. I didn't go back on it. The world we live in is predicated on a piece of paper electronically. Understand what I'm saying? So, if you can say, now peep game on this. This is my philosophy about the world we live in. I am Rodney, MC, a little snack will make you change. Yeah. But this is my boyfriend. I originally had his name tattooed on my ass. And my tramp stamp is his name. This is when we was in love. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole other story for a whole other day. But, so, my philosophy about fraud is this, or my philosophy about the world is this. I am only Rodney MC Shakie Roussell because Shirley say I am. And Shirley say I am, and she told it to a doctor, and the doctor put it on a piece of paper. That's the only reason I'm Rodney Roussell. God did not make me Rodney Roussell. God made me, but God surely have branded me Rodney Roussell. And the only thing that confirms that is the piece of paper that I call birth certificate. So without that piece of paper, if the piece of paper says I'm Bob McNamara, bitch, guess who the fuck I am? I'm Bob McNamara. I'm still me, but it is control the pieces of paper and you control whatever. So the only thing that says I am who I am is a piece of paper. So I can control the piece of paper because I can make them. I knew how to make birth certificates. I knew how to make fake IDs. I know how to make all this other stuff like that. So what I did, we went on a road trip. Of course, we went to Houston because I had apartments already and fake names set up for when the girls come. Me and my baby went to Houston. We took a road trip to Houston. We went to Vegas. We went to New York. Somewhere else we went. We went to like 4 places. Hopping around Atlanta. We hopped around. Just moving around because the first month of this was just us moving around because I was nervous. But the reason I was able to move around so fluidly is because I could be somebody else tomorrow on paper. Of course, I was still me, but I could get an ID that says I'm somebody else. I could get a birth certificate that says I'm somebody else. I could get anything else to say I'm somebody else, and guess what? I am that person. The only place I cannot go is New Orleans, because in New Orleans, the paper doesn't say, because they're looking for Shakie. They're looking for MC Shakie. They're looking for the bounce artist that bounces Shakie. So in New Orleans, I'm MC Shakie. I cannot be nobody else in New Orleans. In New Orleans, I am MC Shakie. There's nothing else I can be. There's nobody else I can be. I don't care. It could be 100 years from now. And I'm trying to prove you permanence because I was gone for 10 years. I left MC Shakie and I came back. It was Shakie, bitch, where you been? So, because it's not the piece of paper that controls that. Imprinted in your mind is the fact that I'm MC Shakie. So, well, in worldwide now, because now we're going on the country and I'm MC Shakie. So, but during the time, I could go to Texas and I could be Jonathan Banks. When I could go to Arizona and be Marcus Painters. You know what I'm saying? Because the people I controlled the pieces of paper. The only place I couldn't go is the place I couldn't be nobody else but MC Shakie. And that's who they were looking for. All right. It done died down a little bit. They're not really worried about me. Let me chill out. Let's go settle down. So we actually settled in Houston, but because Jay my boyfriend at the time, have family his family stayed in Baton Rouge. So we would go back and forth to Baton Rouge a lot. So this is how I got caught. Was your money at the time? No, bitch, I was doing fraud. I was still doing fraud during the time. I still had, I had a lot of cash money, but I also had the blank checks, and I also had credit cards. My money was very light. And then I didn't have the expenses of being MC Shakie, which was taking care about it. Like, actually, my money was stacking up. The money that I stole, I actually put that in places. So I was living off of fraud money and living real nice. We was traveling and having a good old punk time. Like, I ain't went to jail. I went to jail kind of whatever. All right. So I had fraud money is long. So this is what we do. It was November, so my birthday was coming up, and so I was on the run from the feds from February to November, which was a long time to be on the run from phase. I did good. So I came down. We came down for November, and I'm feeling myself like, bitch, I can't fuck the fans. I'm shaking, bitch. And so my Crime Stoppers, of course, was looking at me. They had me still on their page, and the Wheel of Justice had spent my wheel another one more time, and all this stuff like that. This was all going on. So when I'm down, we're down in Baton Rouge. We're getting ready for my birthday. We're gonna spend a week or two in Baton Rouge. And so I was like, well, for my birthday, it's gonna be Bayou Classic. They're not gonna know. I'm gonna go ahead, and since February, I haven't seen no other months, and I miss my city. And not only that, bitch, I didn't feel a heartbeat. I didn't feel a heartbeat in months. Houston had got on bounce like that yet. You know, the New Orleans hadn't took it over yet, and so when they knew bounce was like that. So I hadn't felt a good heartbeat in months. I hadn't nothing in months. So I was like, bitch, I'm gonna dip in the city for my birthday. Okay. They had just come out with Blu-ray players. Just had come out with Blu-ray players. And so my sister was like, I had got my sister a flat screen TV on front. I got a flat screen TV and a Blu-ray player and everything. So in my house, I had a Sony everything. In one of the burnout houses, I had a Sony PlayStation, Sony Blu-ray, Sony big screen. Sony was my brain. And it just worked. So I got her one, but it was all off-brand shit. Like, girl, I'm not gonna let you have better stuff than I do. So I was at our house. And so she lived in Baton Rouge at the time. She don't live in Baton Rouge now, but she lived in Baton Rouge at the time because she worked for the attorney, like I told y'all. So I'm at our house, and I'm trying to connect her Blu-ray player to the TV, but it wasn't working right. But you lucked out today. Give this TV here, give it to my little nephew, put it in his room. And tomorrow, I'm gonna go get you a Sony. So that it just works, because I don't know how this shit works. This shit wasn't working. I'm like trying to connect a Vizio to a Sony to a motherfucking whatever. It wasn't working. And so, bitch, I say, so I told her to do that. So I'm at our house just chilling, and she was going to get her hair done at a place called Moham. And they had put a flyer on her car for bounce night at a club called Candy's, which was right down the street from where she stayed at. Candy's is in Gardena. I'm like, oh, they got a bounce night out here. And she was like, yeah, girl. I said, bitch, I'm going to it. She was like, bitch, you better go sleep, go sleep, your stupid ass. I was like, bitch, you know, I'm going. She was like, bitch, don't go, you stupid. I'm like, girl, I'm going. And I can call Tiff right now and she'll tell you. She told me, do not go. I was like, bitch, I'm going. Fuck that. I'm going to catch that fucking beat. I was like, girl, they ain't looking for me like that no more. Plus, they don't nobody know me out here. And she was like, all right, bitch, go ahead. I was like, you coming? And she was like, no, bitch, I'm not coming, girl. Go by you. Bitch, go by yourself. You want to go? Go by yourself. I'm like, okay. Me and Jay was mad at each other at the time because I had caught another punk get sucked his dick, and that was like my one rule: don't mess with other homosexuals. So we was mad at each other at the time. Come out, baby. I can't come in. Fuck, you holding up the whole thing. Stupid ass. Jay had Jay had so all right, bitch. So bitch, I goes to Candy's. Let me say this, bitch. Why I had a dream, maybe about a month or two before, that I had got arrested at a club. I had a dream about it. I really dreamed that I got arrested at a club. But I go to Candy's, bitch. And so, bitch, as I go to Candy's, bitch, as I walk in the door, the MC, which was a punk named Buffy, get on the mic and said, oh, we got the legendary MC Shakie in the building. Girl, give us some of that money. why this girl said that. Now, they had a few posts in there from New Orleans. And I'm looking, I'm not going to even talk about who them hoes is, but I'm looking at a couple of them look at me and walk out the door. Now, mind you, everybody know I'm warning, everybody know I'm on the voice. But I see them walk out the door, bitch. And sure as shit stink, bitch. But then I see them walk, okay, that was just it. And bitch, I ain't gonna lie. They had a song out of the I got a new swagger. That. Bitch, that come on. And I'm like, all right, I got it. It's a hard beat. And it feels so good on the speakers. And bitch, I start busting open. I said, let me catch my little beat and I'm gonna go. So I catch my little beat, bitch. The woman who owned the club, Candy, she's like, oh, Cara, come drink all you want for free. I'm like, all right, girl, let me get a little drink. The little drink get in my system. I had already been drinking with my sister. The beat playing, I miss it. I miss being MC Shakie. I miss shaking. I miss the beat. I miss it all. And so it's like, I want to get this little piece of it. And I know I should leave. I know I should get out this bitch. But it's like, I'm in love with this because I miss it so much. I haven't felt it in months. And I'm really feeling the beat. The beat's running. The drinks in my system. The MC that shot at me out the mic. I'm a legend in this. People looking at me in awe. I'm known at the time, but for fraud, for certain. But whatever. So, bitch, I don't know how, but I end up on stage shaking. And the MC says, Shake it, get on this mic. And that's my crack cocaine. I'm about to grab the mic. And I'm turning, I walk. I'm on one end of the stage, I was wiggling. And I turn, I walk. And go get to as I'm getting to where the bitch was about to grab me, like, and I turn around and I see buku police coming from that side of the stage and the other side of the stage. And bitch, you know what I did? I bust one, I know they coming for me, so it's over with. Bitch, I bust me one nasty old little beat, bitch. Before you get me, bitch, I catch one nasty old little one thing as they come on stage and grab me, put my hands behind my back, and escort me out the club. They arrest me, impound the car that I was in. Bitch, I catch one nasty old little. Bitch, I bust. That was, if y'all think I had a big bitch wobble now, bitch, that's when I had the big bitch wobble for real, bitch. I caught that nasty old little big bitch wobble. So I wish somebody would have called that moment. Yeah, it was like a movie, bitch. The people in the club. See, now, okay, they didn't have phones then. They just had came out with iPhones. Just had came out with iPhones. And they just had the first Androids. But they didn't have, everybody was having flip phones and shit. They wouldn't record like that. Bitch, it wasn't like that, dude. So, bitch, so they arrest me there. Was Norbit there in the club that night? I don't think so. It was in Baton Rouge. Norbit wasn't there. Gotti was there. Gotti Boy Chris was there. Gotti Boy was performing that night. Gotti Boy Chris was there, and a couple punks from New Orleans was there. But Norbit wasn't there. And so, bitch, they arrested me, arrested the car, found the ID I was using, 6 credit cards as the paperwork does say that was actual factual. And that was November 19th of 2008. And I was in jail from November 19th of 2008 until December 19th of 2017. 9 years and 1 month. That was my last taste of freedom for 9 years and 1 month. During the phases of my sentencing and stuff, I found out this. The girl who got arrested, she actually did tell. They told her, bitch, you gonna get 99 years if you don't tell us who, whatever. And she told them Shakie, she told them where, how, when, she told them about Lucky, she told them about everything. And they ended up arresting everybody that she told. They ended up arresting everybody. When all she had to do was say something like, if you didn't, first of all, you have to say nothing. You have the right to remain silent. But if you're gonna say something, say, bitch, it came in the mail, I'm gonna cash it. Fuck y'all. knowing Shakie coming behind you out, knowing you had the weight of Shakie behind you. The second thing I found out, the Crime Stoppers reward, because it was a non-violent, non-drug related crime, was only $500. So the person that went outside the club that night and called the Crime Stoppers and told them I was there, because the Secret Service didn't come that night, the sheriff's office arrested me, which was the local law enforcement agency, until the Secret Service came and arrested, booked me themselves the next day. Well, I think 2 or 3 days later, I don't remember. But that person got $500. So somebody took my life, changed my life. Like, I would have given you $500 to shut up. I would have given you $500 and a credit card. Like, for real. Crime Stoppers only give you $5,000 when there's somebody dead or something. They don't tell you what the word is. They only give you $500 for telling the people I was in there that night. And the girl who told, she doing nothing with herself now. Last time I saw her, she's walking around. She's not doing nothing with herself. She has not, like, you took my life, the worst you would have got was probation. And you literally you just doing nothing with yourself. Do I have an idea who told that? Yes, I do. I do. I have an idea. I don't do it no more. I would never do it again. So, please read your free message. Okay, Miss Jim Papa. Oh, girl, where is it? I don't see it, sister. You have to go way up there, girl. I don't see it, girl. You have to say it again. Could you write it again? Yeah, I can't see it, sister. Yeah, I'm in the country right now. I'm here by my mama. So, so with that being said, it's like, that's what happened. That's how I got caught. The girl told, and she ain't doing nothing with herself. The worst she would have got was probation, because she only cashed one check in an attempt. So the most they could have given her was probation. Would it be possible for somebody to replicate what I did, so when you went to jail, you still had money? Yeah. Is it possible for someone to replicate what you did in today's time? No. No. For people like me, they have stuff for that now. So no. There's different types of fraud now that could replicate the results, but not like what it is. Please show you how to bounce, shake after I have my back surgery. Gotcha. No, this is Wi-Fi. Shake it. Did you have to pay anything back? I'm on the, yes. Yes, I do. I'm still paying it back. How they tied you to all the other stuff. The feds, once the feds pick it up, baby, it's nothing. They start finding credit card fraud I did. They start finding identity theft I did. They start finding motherfucking, listen, when the feds got you, cancel Christmas. They're gonna find it, and they're gonna find it now. They're gonna find it. It's over with. You when the feds get you, when you're on their radar, they're gonna go find out everything. They was finding parking tickets. Look at it, listen. Them bitches knew everything. It was like, oh fuck. They get you. When the feds get you, bitch, they're gonna find everything. They was finding other stuff. That's how the fucking one of the cars got into it. That's how that's how one of the cars got into it. That's how the fucking a lot of the identity theft. That's how the cards got into it. That's how the feds, and they could give you a blanket indictment. They could give you all kind of shit. Did I ever have to face the people cards I used? No. Nope. I never faced it. They don't, listen, let me see. They don't have to pay for that. The cards I was using and stuff like that, They don't have to do nothing else. They don't have to pay for that. It's not coming out their pocket. It's coming out the bank's pocket. So, like when I tell you my victims are not necessarily people, my victims when the federal paperwork is not listed as the person. It's listed as blank, blank, blank bank, because the person is in this country. They can't make you pay for fraud. It's not listed as the person. And I'm gonna have to show you my paperwork one day. That my paperwork is showing you, like, my victims are listed as the U.S. government, Fast Tax Corporation, this American Express Corporation. Like, I don't have a person in my stuff, because the people never have to pay for it. It's the banks that end up having the banks and the insurance companies for the banks that have to pay for it, not the people. So, if that makes any sense to y'all. So, okay, I'm in the house. That was how the got caught story. Tomorrow I'm gonna give y'all a jailhouse story. How about that? That'd be cute. Y'all want a jailhouse story? Jailhouse stories are interesting too. They're like, really, because your world is there. I guess I'll start talking about my first. I might do that. Just start talking about all my jailhouse husbands, from husband to husband. That's what I might do. So I'm at the house. I love y'all. It's saved, so if you missed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put your notifications on for Shakie. When you dropping that nudity, I've explained on Instagram several times on why I'm not dropping it right now. So the best thing for you to do is pretend like I'm never gonna drop it. That way, you don't have to worry about it. And when it drops, you just know. All right. Love y'all, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Love y'all too. Bye-bye.